Charlie Parsons for Boxing Social in association with William Hill and Empire Fight Store. Watching our tones a little bit because Chris is doing the media just through there. Always nice to speak to Harlem Eubank. How are you, brother?
I'm very well, man. Very well.
We're here in London today. Before we talk about yourself and everything's blossoming with you, your cousin Chris, he has evoked a rematch clause. Smith Eubank 2 is on. Same arena as last time, being branded as repeat or revenge. Different this time around, you believe?
Very different. I think it's a way bigger fight than it was last time. Chris knows the danger. The public view Chris Eubank as an underdog now. Complete different energy going into this fight than the last one, I think, where a lot of people were overlooking Smith. And Liam Smith's a very good fighter, so I think now Chris knows what's in front of him, and he'll bring what's needed to overcome and right that wrong.
What do you think went wrong in that first fight? Obviously, we know about the talk of elbows, etc. But when it comes down to a pure boxing standpoint, what do you feel that Chris has to do differently this time to assert his dominance on Liam Smith from the first bell?
I mean, with the elbows, I think Chris was laughing at that a little bit as well. It's it's a part of the game. If you can sneak one in, I'm sure you're going to. And Chris knows that, so I don't think he puts it down to that. I just think there was a lot of things, a lot of different factors to the preparations in that. I know he's preparing well, and obviously that falling through, and then going straight into a bigger fight, a bigger challenge in Liam Smith. Looking at it, it's difficult to do, and maybe there was a lot of challenges in that preparation, but I think now the difference is, he's had that time out, he's reset, and he knows the threat in front of him, and he'll be ready to bring the best version of himself in this repeat or revenge, and I think he will get redemption, and I hope he applies himself fully to bring about the redemption come fight night.
He's always been a bit of a mentality monster. Do you think the loss would have damaged that mentality at all?
I think it would have made him look, at himself, and as fighters, sometimes we just need a reminder that we're human and we need to prepare to the best of our abilities to bring the best version of ourselves. And I think a loss is always a lesson, and you can learn from it and become better and bring a better version of yourself. So I think he will apply that philosophy and come good fight night.
Harlem, it was quite nice. I spoke to Calla about yourself. I said, will you be featuring on the undercard? And obviously you've been doing main events now at York Hall, doing Channel 5. Obviously we know how good the viewing numbers are there. He said, no, you won't be on this card and you will continue to main event. I know it's nice to share a card with your cousin and on such a big stage, but also credit to you for performing on the highest level and starting to cement yourself as a main event fighter.
Thank you very much. I'm enjoying the platform and fighting main event on terrestrial TV, Channel 5. It's been great. It's been great to, so that audience can, has eyes on the performances, and to keep growing in that spotlight is great for me. I'd love to share this card with Chris and be a part of it, and be a part of the revenge that he plans on getting fight night. I'd love to be involved with that. I'd love to support him and be close to him through camp and on fight night as well. And I won't be sharing this card, but I'll continue to shine on Channel 5 with the terrestrial viewers and the big viewership. Very grateful.
Moving forward for yourself, how important is the progression of your career? You're doing very well, but you don't need to move 100 miles an hour. For you, is it just keep boxing the same, keep doing what you're doing, obviously, in that booth gym, and just incredible talent there. I know some of the rounds you'll be having is exceptional. It's like iron sharpens iron, that saying. You're just getting better.
Yeah, 100%, improving every day. I have been since I went to the gym, and I've been there every day, perfecting the craft and continuing to become a better fighter, better version of myself. And that's what it's all about for me, fulfilling my potential in the sport. And I believe that I have a big potential, and the ability to go on and challenge for world honours in the future.
How far, sorry to interrupt you, how far away do you believe that you are from sort of moving on to British, fringe, European, world level, that sort of stuff?
I believe I'm very close to that. I'd hope to, challenge for them belts this year. Towards the end of the year, that would be great for me. To keep on that path of becoming world champion down the line. Those are stepping stones towards that, and steps that I would relish. Like you say, we've got great fighters in the gym, great talent, world title fights coming up, and seeing the preparation with guys like Mick, Josh, Abbas, all going into big fights. It's a great atmosphere in the gym, and one where you're learning every day.
Harlem, always a pleasure. We look forward to continuing seeing your progression. Just a final message, either on yourself or Chris, you choose. Maybe both.
I think I'm looking forward to Chris, coming in as the underdog and, showing people what it's really about. I'm looking forward to that. And, people can follow my journey, Harlem Eubank, all social platforms. It's going to be a fun ride, and we're growing all the time.
Long may the journey continue, Harlem Eubank. Thank you very much for your time here today in London.